Recently, disturbing details have emerged about the personal life of Can, the Turkish actor who has caught attention on social media due to his internal struggle with alcohol. According to the latest news, Can has started using alcohol as a way to relieve his sadness and loneliness instead of confronting his emotional problems. This has raised concern among his close friends, who have seen him come home late at night with bottles of wine. It seems that Can is using alcohol as a temporary escape to deal with his feelings, but it only provides him with momentary relief. However, this comfort brings long-term physical and mental consequences. His situation has been criticized by some media outlets who claim that his inability to cope with his emotions leads him to seek solace in alcohol. This criticism, though harsh, also reflects a growing trend in society where men often turn to alcohol to suppress their emotions, something that is not socially acceptable. Can's friends have suggested that he stop drinking and seek professional help, but true healing will only come when Can is ready to confront his issues head-on. It's important that those around him don't leave him alone in this process, as alcohol only temporarily numbs the pain, while the long-term consequences can be devastating. This case also raises an important reflection on gender standards in our society. While women are often supported when seeking professional help for their emotional problems, men are often judged for doing so. Why should a man seeking help be considered weak? In summary, Can's situation is not only a wake-up call about alcohol abuse, but also an invitation to reflect on our attitudes toward male mental health. If we truly want to help people heal, we must stop judging and start supporting those who struggle with their emotions, regardless of their gender. Demet Özdemir is a figure who, just like her on-screen partner Can Yaman, has constantly been in the media's spotlight. However, in her case, the attention has not only focused on her professional life, but also on her personal life, which has led to a lot of comments and speculation. The way people seem to focus on her private life, especially regarding her relationships and her sentimental status, reflects a phenomenon we have seen in many public figures. The relentless scrutiny of the media and fans, which seems to invade even the most personal corners of their existence. In my opinion, the obsession with her private life is completely unnecessary and distracting. The real importance lies in her career as an actress, the talent she has demonstrated over the years, and the image she has built in the industry. What strikes me most is the hypocrisy of some comments on social media, where an attempt is made to impose a label on her that has nothing to do with her professional ability. A clear example of this is the constant connection that is made between Demet Özdemir and her colleague Can Yaman. While it's true that they shared great chemistry on screen during their participation in Erkenci Kuş, Early Bird, it's equally true that this connection should not transcend into continuous speculation about their love life. As mentioned in many of the comments I've seen, the obsession some have with this topic is utterly ridiculous. People seem to have an insatiable need to know intimate details of her life, as if it were part of a live show that should be available to the public 24 hours a day. The fact that Demet is constantly accused of being part of a love triangle with Can Yaman, or that her sentimental life is the subject of so much gossip, shows a clear lack of respect for her privacy. It's evident that the public enjoys creating fantastic stories about the relationship between the two, but it's important to remember that although they worked together and showed great chemistry on set, their relationship off-set is a completely private matter. Yet, that privacy seems to be constantly violated, which is not only unfair but also harmful to her as a person. Moreover, I believe it's crucial to highlight that Demet Özdemir has been an exemplary professional throughout her career. Despite all the media noise surrounding her, she has managed to stay focused on her work. Her performance as an actress has been highly valued for her ability to portray different types of characters, from comedic to dramatic roles, always showing great versatility. This is what should be getting attention and should truly be the focus of conversations. However, instead of celebrating her talent and success, it seems that people prefer to continue discussing her personal life as if it were the only important thing to consider. And while I know that fans of a public figure may feel curious about their private life, it's also true that there should be a limit to that curiosity, a respect for the integrity of the person behind the character. With the rise of digital platforms, Can Yaman is gaining greater international visibility, bringing his projects beyond Turkey and Italy, reaching audiences in Latin America, Asia, and Europe. This marks the beginning of a new era for his career, where projects like El Turco and Sandokan could establish him as one of the most important figures in global cinema and television. In summary, Can Yaman's success is not only due to his charisma and charm, but also his dedication, discipline, and deep approach to every role. With ambitious projects like El Turco and Sandokan, he is ready to continue growing and leaving an unforgettable mark on the industry. Without a doubt, Can Yaman is a talent that will continue to shine for a long time. The symbolism of Italy in Yaman's story is significant. Italy has historically been a refuge of love, art, and passion. Its cities, such as Rome, Venice, and Florence, have inspired generations to seek beauty and rebirth. For Yaman, Italy could represent an opportunity to rebuild his life, erase the scars of his past, and find a new beginning. It is possible that his choice of Italy is not only related to a place, but to the hope of finding there what he has lost: the freedom to be himself, far from the pressure of the media and the expectations of his country. This search for rebirth is something universal. We all have our Italy, a place or moment where we wish to reignite our passions and reclaim our essence. The deep pain that Yaman has experienced, feeling betrayed by those he trusted, has left him empty. But Italy could be the key to filling that emptiness and starting anew. In today's society, media manipulation and political discussions can be devastating. We face a world where the ideals and values we once defended are corrupted, leading to emotional collapse. The feeling of being betrayed by what we value most can lead to anger, frustration, and sometimes to abandoning our beliefs. The feeling of being betrayed by what we value most can lead to anger, frustration, and sometimes to abandoning our beliefs.